Good morning and welcome to our Wednesday mat yoga practice. My name is Beverly Logan and I am the co-director along with Stephen Straw of the Yoga Mindfulness Teacher Preparation Program. Yoga Mindfulness Teacher Preparation Program, affectionately known as YMTP, was sponsored by our Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams, which trained some DOE staff to become certified mindfulness and yoga teachers. It's our commitment and contribution towards healing our city. Today's practice will be led by our phenomenal certified yoga teacher out of Brooklyn, Ms. Jessica McJunkin-Flatts. Take it away, Jessica.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here this morning. I know that it's early, I feel it too, but I'm so glad that you decided to take the time and join me as I guide us through a practice. During our time today, we will focus on our breath, we will focus on our heart, and we'll have a little bit of twisting throughout our practice. I ask that you take time to ensure that whatever move you partake in, you make sure that it is comfortable for you. Even though I'm guiding this process, you are in control of you and your body. So ensure that any movement you take works best for you. We're going to begin with a centering practice where we can establish a foundation and a seat to begin our day. So as I invite you at this point in time, bring yourself down to your mat. You can cross your legs in front of you. If you want, you can extend your legs in front, whatever allows you the most comfort. You may need to rock from side to side, build a base, build a foundation for those sit bones, or perhaps you may need to rock back and forth. But whatever it is that you need to do, take your time, get comfortable. Remember to breathe normally, as you typically do. Allow your mind and your body to transition into a place ready to practice, to be intentional in our steps. I invite you to breathe in a beautiful inhale and exhale it out. Adjust a bit more should you need it. You can rest your arms over the tops of your knees. You can wiggle your fingers, stretch them out. Just focus your attention on you at this time. Relax and remember to breathe. Throughout our practice today, there will be moments of silence where I ask that you just simply let breath in to the body and release it. I encourage you to take your time and to pace yourself as we move along. There are some go-to positions that I will show you that you can utilize should any of the practice today be uncomfortable or just a little difficult to get into. Remember, this is your practice. Nothing is perfect. Just enjoy the time that we have here today. Let's take a beautiful breath in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You may notice that thoughts may enter and they may go, and that is okay. Allow the thoughts to enter with a beautiful inhale and then exhale it out. Utilize your breath as your anchor. Utilize the breath as a way to bring you back into focus and into our practice. Be gentle with yourself and be kind to yourself. Free yourself of any judgment during this time. Know that we are all here together with one purpose, and that is to move freely and beautifully. Breathe in and breathe out. We will now transition into our breath practice. Before we do that, I would like to simply show you 2 positions that we will utilize during our practice. The first one is known as table, where you will get into all fours. Ensure your knees are placed underneath your hips and your hands underneath your shoulders. This will be a go-to pose as we transition throughout. In addition, there's also child's pose. So from table, you're going to draw your feet in, almost touching, but not quite. And you're going to hinge your hips back and rest and lower yourself to the floor. Now your head can rest down or it can rest here to the side. You can extend it and stretch arms out, or you can bring arms back. Whatever works for you, whatever brings you great comfort. As we do our breath practice, you can return to the same seated position that you were in initially, or you can sit like this, whatever works for you. Our breath practice today is called the balanced breath. And it actually is one of my favorites because it allows me to just let my breath breathe. It helps me to focus my attention, in addition to relieve any feelings or thoughts that I may be having in that moment. I hope that this breath practice for you allows you the same comfort, and it's something that you can utilize moving forward. The balanced breath basically helps us to modulate our inhale and our exhale. So we gradually, our breath becomes the same length. During this time, I will be counting our inhale and our exhale, and then we will build from there. Let's go ahead and get started. Find a comfortable seat as mentioned. Adjust if you need to. And when you're ready, you can meet me at hands over heart. And if that doesn't work for you, you can keep hands down over knees. Let's bring a beautiful breath in and exhale it out. Inhale, exhale. Give a second and breathe as you normally would. Allow your heart to begin to rest at a steady pace. Take your time. And when you have felt a sense of calm, come back to your inhale and exhale. Do that one more time on your own. And on your next inhale, I will begin our count of 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your time. Pace yourself throughout this breath. If you do live with any type of respiratory issue, such as allergies or asthma, be mindful. Allow as much as you can in and as much as you can out. Be very careful with yourself. And if this doesn't work for you, simply breathe normally. And let's do that again. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to continue with the balanced breath, but in between our inhale, I will ask you to hold for a short period of time and then exhale again to the count of 4. I'm going to be removing my hands from my heart. You can do so as well. You may need to adjust. Take a quick inhale in, just to lengthen the spine. Allow your heart to open so the air and the breath can circulate throughout. And when you're ready, breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. And exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Take that on your own at this time without instruction. I will be doing it along with you. Throughout this time, some of you may have noticed that the count of 4 doesn't exactly match your inhale or your exhale. As mentioned earlier, that is okay. And what works for one does not work for all. So at this point in time, I encourage you to do your balanced breath on your own and build your own count. See if your count is more on your inhale or less on the exhale, or the opposite. At this time, do so on your own. I will be practicing with you. As you are breathing in and out, allow the breath to bring you back and allow it to establish a calm that flows throughout. I would like you to sit with yourself as you breathe and notice how the air feels on your inhale and how it feels on your exhale. Perhaps when you inhale and your heart and chest rises, notice how the air feels throughout the body. What comes up for you? Notice if this breath feels good for you, if it calms you, if it offers, even for a moment, of clarity. With each breath, I encourage you to envision what your day will look like. Breathe in with intent and dedication. And exhale. Take your time and breathe throughout, nice and easy. Take your final breath at this time, and we will now move into our warm-up for our practice today. We're going to be utilizing a few poses and postures to warm up the body as we transition into our full practice. These warm-ups are meant to help your body adjust to make the movements a little bit more comfortable for you. Remember, as mentioned and demonstrated, if anything does not work for you, rely on table or child's pose at any point in time throughout our practice. I may even need to, but I want you and I encourage you to do what works best for you. So we will now find a comfortable seat to begin our warm-up. So just to get started, you may want to roll your shoulders a bit, either forward or backward. One that I love is the alternate. You can be as free as you want, you can go as fast as you want. Have fun with it. Do what works. You may want to bring arms in and out, stretch arms a bit. We're going to now take a beautiful inhale and exhale. Take that one more time and exhale. On our next inhale, bring arms up above your head and exhale, arms to your left. Inhale again for a slight lengthening up of your spine. And if you want, you can turn and look over your shoulder for a little extra. Inhale back up and bring arms down. I hope that felt okay. We're just getting started. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms up. Bring arms to your side. Inhale to lengthen spine and slight turn over the shoulder. Hold it for a bit. Relax. And then inhale back up and bring arms back down. Sit with yourself for a moment, perhaps get adjusted. You may notice that you feel a bit of a stretch here along your sides. As mentioned, our focus today throughout our practice will be working our sides and focusing on our breath. And let's take our left side again. Inhale, arms up, lifting heart. You can lift your head slightly back a bit. Exhale, down to your side. Inhale to lengthen spine. Look over your shoulder. Feel a bit of that stretch. Hold it. And then inhale, back up and bring down. Let's do that again on our right. Inhale up. Exhale over and down. Lengthen spine with an inhale. Look over shoulder. And hold it. And inhale back to center and bring arms down. Take that again on your own without instruction. I will be practicing with you. Beautiful. I hope that you feel good incorporating your breathing with your movement. We will now transition into table. So you're going to get up and get on all fours. One thing that I did fail to mention when we first started is that if you do need to utilize any props, you can use a block if you should have it, or if you have a stack of books, you can also utilize that as well. I will utilize the blocks through my practice today so you can see some minor adjustments for comfortability. So let's get back into it. Meet me in table, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Let's take a nice inhale and then exhale. Inhale and exhale. If you do have any type of issue with your knees, you can utilize a blanket or a towel, fold it and place it underneath. That will offer some extra support. We will now do cat and cow. On your inhale, bring and round your back, drawing your chin into your chest. For cat, then exhale and lift heart and head for cow. Inhale again, rounding back, and exhale into cow. Remember to breathe throughout this practice. Utilize your breath to bring you back. Inhale into cat, round your spine, drawing your chin into your chest. Exhale into cow, arching back. Inhale again, and hold it. Exhale. And let's take that 2 more times on our own without instruction. Wonderful. We're going to now take it up, and we're going to still do a cat, but let me demonstrate for you. On your cat, which is this position, the next phase will be to bring your knee in while bringing your chin to chest, and then bringing the knee back down. So let's do that. Sort of a cat crunch, okay? So inhale, draw a knee, hold it, exhale, into cow. Inhale, lift knee, exhale, into cow. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Let's take that and do our left side. Or if you didn't follow my exact order, just do the opposite leg. Remember, on inhale into cat, you're drawing your knee in and bringing chin to chest. Beautiful. Remember to breathe. If you need a moment, rely on your child's pose. Bring yourself back. You can extend arms or bring arms to your sides. Our next phase of our cat and cow will include a little bit of a leg lift. So let's get back to our right side, or whichever side you wish to start with. Inhale into cow. Into cat. Exhale into cow. Lifting your leg up and just keeping a slight balance and bring it down. Inhale, cat. Exhale, leg during cow. And let's do that again 2 more times before we switch to the other side. Great. Now let's move to our other side. If you want, you can hold your leg just a little bit, get a nice little stretch. Maybe flex the foot back and forth, rotate it a bit. Bring knee back down. Release into child's pose. Remember to breathe. Inhale and exhale. Take 2 breaths here. And when you're ready, meet me in tabletop. Remember, knees stacked underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders. Take a moment if you should need to. Once again, if any knee issue, you can place a blanket or towel underneath your knees for extra support. So from the table, take your toes and lift yourself up into downward facing dog. Hold this for a bit. Remember to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, walk your feet to meet your hands and slowly rise up, nice and easy. You should meet me standing, where we will now engage in a mountain pose. For mountain pose, I want you to think of yourself as sturdy, as supported, and in order to do so, some techniques that typically help me are to lift my toes gently up and then rest them almost one by one onto the floor. You want to feel the base of your foot pressing gently but firmly into the floor. You also want to perhaps envision that your fingertips are reaching down, that your inhale lengthens your spine, allows you to open your chest and heart to establish mountain pose. During this time, allow yourself to focus and catch your breath should you need it. Let's take a beautiful inhale And then exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale and exhale. Give yourself a minute or two in this pose. Once again, think of your intention for the day. Think of what you want to focus on for yourself. And once you have found comfort in this position, on our next inhale, bring your arms up overhead. You can bring your hands together, or you can keep your palms facing each other. We're going to do a side bend from mountain. So let's do that again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, over. Remember to not collapse into the pose. Try to do your best to keep an alignment straight down. You should feel a slight bend here or stretch. During this time, if you're capable and able, then you can stretch a little deeper, or you can add a little bounce to adjust it. Inhale back up and exhale, arms down. Let's try that again. We will now work on the opposite side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, over for a nice bend. Inhale back up and bring arms down. Take your time. Allow grace within. Let's take that again on your next side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to center. Bring arms down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to center. Bring arms down. Now take that on your own, one side each. I will be practicing with you. Initially, I had you inhale to center and bring your arms down. In the last part of my practice, I simply switched to the other side. You can do either, whichever works for you. Incorporate it into a practice that leaves you feeling good and comfortable. We're now going to move forward into our next pose. Maybe rotate your wrists, stretch fingers, pulse. You may want to lift a leg or two. Get your body situated and comfortable. We will now transition into a chair pose. In the same method, we will inhale our arms up and then bring our body through an exhale to chair. I will demonstrate this way and then demonstrate for side view. So if you're ready, inhale, arms up. Arms can be up or arms can be in front. And I will demonstrate on the side. From mountain, inhale into chair. Whichever pose works for you. If you can, you can go lower in it, or if you need to, be a little higher. I will return to facing you, and we will move forward with our inhale to chair, exhale to mountain. Remember to breathe. This position or posture, I should say, you definitely feel it in your legs. For me, I definitely feel it here. So take your time. Remember to inhale. Remember to exhale. It will literally build you and lift you. Let's get back to it. We will now transition into a revolved chair pose. You may need to use your blocks or books. Inhale into chair, and then you will now exhale down, resting hand on top of block and looking up. Hold it for a second and bring it back. I will show for side frame. Inhale into chair, exhale to block, and look up to the sky. I have my block flat. You can also have it raised should you need it. If the block doesn't work for you or need it, then you can also utilize the floor. Take that on your own. I will practice with you. You can alternate, just as I did, from one side to the other. Let's take that one more time. From here, I needed to take a breath. From here, I would like you to step your legs as far apart as you can, comfortably. If you need to, you can lift and pivot your feet. Make sure your feet are parallel. At this point in time, I want you to take your hands and place them right here within the groin. And you're going to hinge your torso forward. Nice and easy. You can stop midway or bring hands to mat. And for those who want a little intensity, you can bring your hands back for increased forward fold, or you can bring it forward like this. I will demonstrate on the side. We will now do a slight twist within this posture. Legs as far apart as comfortably as you can. Forward fold over. Bring hands to mat. Bring right hand directly under chin. Inhale up, looking up to the sky. If you notice, this is similar to most of our movements today. I should say the same. And bring arm back down. Inhale, back up. And exhale, back down. Let's take that 2 times on your other side. Bring hands under shoulders. Bring left hand under chin. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. At this point in time, give yourself a moment. You can be flat on the floor or perch your hands up a bit. Take a moment and just breathe. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Now, while you're in your fold, I encourage you to step into place for downward facing dog. Adjust as you need to. Inhale and exhale. And take that one more time. Inhale and exhale. Bring yourself down into child's pose for just a minute. And then bring yourself back to a seated position. We will now transition into our closing meditation. I encourage you to once again find comfort within your sit bones. Breathe in and breathe out. Let the breath breathe within. You can close your eyes or lower your gaze. Inhale and exhale. I would like you to close your eyes and envision your heart glowing. Glowing a brilliant light. Glowing your essence. Your essence shining through. In this final moment, be grateful. Be happy. Breathe in love and appreciation. Breathe in life for those who cannot breathe with us. Breathe mindfully. Envision your heart center glowing, brighter, full of light, and full of love for yourself and your fellow man and woman. A person. Let that radiate throughout. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here with us. Be joy, for joy always comes in the morning. I will now hand it back over to Beverly Logan, co-director of the YMTP² program and director of student services for Brooklyn South. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Jessica, for sharing that wonderful practice with us today. Folks, I leave you with this. Wake up, wink those tiny weeny eyes. We've stretched out eeny weeny bones. Wear that jolly winning smile and tell yourself today is a beautiful day. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you Friday at 7:30 a.m. for our Access Yoga practice. Have a great day.